And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Hill shedding the tackle. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Now inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 60 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to... And this will come out to the 30-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Right at the 30. First run now for Kyren Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Stafford. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a play fake it at Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And it was good.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 3rd and 8. This time Jackson will throw it. he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford.
And that's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 25 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
6-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Stafford.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he is caught. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Play action. It's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. Fighting him off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it as they have taken the lead. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stafford.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That would look like a march to the end zone. Has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To the air again. Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
On 4th down, Stafford.
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Here's Williams to return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And he'll be out right at the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, LA! That's an 83-yard kick return touchdown. And the Rams have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. The people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Jackson.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Throwing is Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens.
Now back to throw.
Makes a connection with his running back, Derrick Henry.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have retaken a third quarter lead.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. Into space at the 45. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, LA! Kyren Williams, 51 yards. And the Rams have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Jackson.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Flushed out right.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Here's 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here comes 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and either way at the clock.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now inside the 25, Cooper Kupp.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Now they'll go with a reverse. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Jackson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, it was hit that forced an incompletion.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Henry up the middle. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Throwing, Jackson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Joshua Purdy to kick off for the
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So third down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
The Ravens send their punter out now. On for a very important punt here. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play action. Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.